I am trying to get things ready, get things prepared, getting things organized. Oh, y'all was all up in my face. Y'all was all up in my, I'm all up in y'all face. My bad. I ain't mean to be in y'all face like that. I want y'all to see the little outfit of the day. Outfit of the day. Cute little skirt. Outfit of the day. I had my blazer on earlier, so I had to take it off. But greetings to everyone. Welcome to EFP Media. I am the host of this channel. My name is Elvira, and faith, wellness, and personal growth. So if you're new here, typically during the week at 2 p.m., I am, hey Tanya, welcome. Hey sis, she's one of my moderators. She's in the place to be. I was in there listening to, thank you for liking the video. Thank you. Hey, I'm so happy. Woo! So glad to get out of that place, y'all. You just don't know. I love my job. I really do love my job. I do. But y'all, I've just been feeling like I just don't know. I just been feeling like some days at work it's a lot. That's what I'll say. It's a lot. Um, yeah, but it's all right, sis. You're here today. You know, you're here today, and I appreciate that. All right, had to turn the Wi-Fi off. So I'm not sure if everyone had a chance to watch my video that I posted this morning. It was about beauty. I posted about beauty and how just because we're in holiness doesn't mean that we can't think and focus on our beauty and how we want to look, and how as women we can still embrace our beauty without being so around here looking like a rag doll. Okay, just because you in holiness don't mean you gotta look homely. So I made that post, and one thing that I had to realize is that, you know, um, is that I have a whole skincare brand out here, y'all. I have a whole skincare brand, and I never talk about it on the channel. I'm never talking about it. Hi, sister. Is this a better time for you? I'm never talking about my skincare brand, and I don't want to come off, well, I'm not even going to say that, because if you take it as that, then God bless your heart. But I'm always on here, and one thing about me prior to my getting closer with God, I've been into beauty. Beauty has always been like something beauty has always been something that I've had an interest in. So I've always been involved in some type of beauty some type of fashion, like clothes, fashion, things like that. So it's always been something that is exciting to me to discuss. So today I wanted to talk to you all about, my business, and also kind of coming from like a point of view of get you something to do. Get you something to do as a woman in holiness. Get you something to do. Don't be just sitting around here not having nothing going on. Get you a hobby, um, and things like that. Something where you can enjoy and you could do very well. So I want to do that. So today on the carpool ride of picking up Legend from school and heading home, I wanted to provide a good content of my story and my story behind GWL growing with Legend. Um, Yes, yes. So Nicole, perfect question. The link is in the description box, and in my current video that I posted this morning, I did do like a share screen, and I showed you all the website, and I kind of gave you some overview. Now, I don't do products for like skincare as far as like, treatments, so I don't have like a facial cleanser. I used to, but I wanted to make a different change because I had like so many different products, and I'm gonna get into that part of the video, but having so many products can become overwhelming when you're by yourself. So my products basically consist of body butters, body serums, which is body oils, and body scrubs. And I have products for both men and women. And some people buy my products for their kids. Um, and then I also have the link in the description of this video too, sis. But I think after watching this video, I think you'll have a better, a good understanding. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any supplies right now to do samples. But I can we can work it out some way, we can work it out. Right now I am hosting 20% off, and I'm thinking that once the channel gets to where I can have memberships for my supporters, that I will be hosting, it will be like a discount code that anybody that's a part of my membership on YouTube, you will automatically get like 30 to 40% off your purchases each time. So that's something that I'm thinking about including in my memberships program when that comes into fruition, but all in due time, all in due time. So first I want to kick off this video with the introduction of, hey, Sister D Nicole. So I wanted to kick off this video with the story behind growing with Legend. So I've always had eczema my whole life, and I just somehow managed it. I take that back. I've always had sensitive skin my whole life, and I pretty much just managed it. And then when I turned about 13, and this was around a time when everybody was wearing big buckle belts, and all the girls would wear like the crop tops, and you would wear like a buckle belt. Well, the buckle belt used to sit on my stomach, and because the material of the belt was made out of nickel, which is a quote unquote, it looks silver, but it's not. Because it was made out of nickel, it broke my skin out. It gave me a rash. So that's when I discovered that I had eczema. Then it went away. And then when I became like a teenager, my whole face just broke out in a rash. And my mother took me to the doctor, and they said, "Oh, she's having an eczema outbreak from the seasonal changes." So that's when, ever since then, that's when my body really started to react to my environments and what I was eating. So I've always had it, but once I gave birth to my son and I saw that he had it, and his skin was like so rough. It was sad. I had to use like breast milk to calm his skin down and whatnot. But ironically enough, I would just use like my unscented shea butter on his skin, and then I made shea butters that had scent to it for, the adults to moisturize the skin. Now, please keep in mind, my products are not miracle workers, okay? They don't take away eczema, they don't alleviate, all of that. What they do is that they moisturizes the skin and locks in the moisture so the eczema, because eczema can cause your skin to be dry. So the products lock in moisture and it holds on to your skin and doesn't make your skin feel greasy. So that's the purpose of like GWL. But anyway, back to the introduction. When I don't know what it was, I just wanted to do something. So I bought all of these ingredients. I started doing research. That's what it was. I started doing research, looking into, okay, what products are good for the skin, what ingredients are good for the skin, what ingredients hold and lock in the moisture, um what can you do, like how can you wet the skin and not have it get dry after, like what type of ingredients do that. Then I started to looking into formulas, like how to create a formula and what do you need it to do and how do you want to do it, and then what's the difference. Then I started looking into like, okay, so what's the difference between a shea butter and a mango butter, okay, and then why is certain shea butters yellow and some are white, and I started to do all of this research, and then I just got the urge to start creating my own skincare products. Thank you so much, sister, about the head tie. Thank you. So I started to do my own research, and then I started making them. So that's how I got started. I didn't have a name. Honestly, y'all, I just wanted to have I wanted to have something to do. Okay. Honestly, I just wanted to have something to do, and I created the business out of boredom. I was bored. I was living with my mom. I had just had a son. It wasn't smart because, well, I wouldn't say it wasn't smart, but I started the business during 2020, which you all know was the start of the pandemic and the pandemic. It was the start of the pandemic. And, uh, it was like, girl, like people are catching COVID, people are sick. Like, how are people going to trust you and your products if, um, oh, you can, is the camera shaking? Let me move. Let me tighten this up then. I'm sorry, girl. This Raggedy City girl, they ain't gonna never do that. Girl, they ain't gonna never do that. They ain't gonna never do that, okay? Child, all these homeless people out here, and it's supposed to be the state capital. Anyway, though, so yeah, yeah, I just created it, and then I went into names. I started thinking about names, and Legend was a baby, and I was just like, ooh, I'll do growing with Legend, and it just came to me. Just like anything that I create, the names just come to me, and I just base my products. I mean, I just do it like that. So that's how it came about. So like I said, I was living with my mom. Legend had just got born. I was talking about the pandemic. So yeah, so the pandemic was taking place. Nobody was, everybody was like scared to go outside. But Elvira thought it would be the perfect time to create a skincare business where people need to touch, feel, and smell the product in order to buy into it, right? So I thought that was just going to be the smartest thing since sliced bread. But nonetheless, actually, it did turn out to be very well. So I um I started making the products, y'all. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know nothing about making products. I was just mixing stuff together. And as I'm mixing things together, I'm promoting it on my Facebook page, and they are saying like, oh, people ask me to send them some products. And y'all, the first time, okay, so the first lineup of products that I had, I did a turmeric scrub, a turmeric powder scrub, body scrub or face scrub. And then I did um what else did I do? I did a face serum, and there was something else I did. It was something else I did, but y'all, it was mid-summer, and the people that ordered their products, I sent it out to them. I didn't have like, at this time I was using plastic. So I sent everything into the plastic. Hey, and because of the heat, the turmeric scrub had like pretty much, I don't know, exploded and was all over the packaging. And then it's turmeric and it's in the heat. So then that made it have a strong stench. And it happened to both of the orders that I sent out. And still to this day, y'all, after all of the evolution that Elvira has made, those two people still have never came back to purchase anything from me, which is why it is so important that like your first impression has to be your best. So nonetheless though, so I learned from that. So I was like, okay, I can't package, I can't use, if I'm going to use plastic, um if I'm going to use plastic, I need to figure out what I'm going to do and all of this stuff. Like I needed to do like bubble wrap. It was so many things that went into play about that horrible shipping experience. So then I started looking into, packaging more. So then I started looking into the aesthetic. So I was like, well, you know what? I like glass. I want to use glass products. That'll be better. Look at my son friend. This is his best friend, y'all. Look at him and his friend. Um, so yeah, so after that, I mean that did crush my spirit a little bit, because I was like, dang, okay, like that was a fail. And I refund them their money back. I was like, here's your money, like, girl, take your money back. I don't want you to be out here bad mouthing my name. So then after that, I went back to the drawing board, and I was like, you know what, let's just keep it simple and do shea butters and body serums. So I started off with that. And then here I go, mixing up some stuff. And that's when I created the Yum Yum serum. Now, the Yum Yum serum is something that you wear, it smells so good. It smells like pineapple, apple, and blueberries. It's like a real fruity aroma, but it's not overpowering. It's not super like fruity, right? Um, but it smells so good. So I created that, and that was a hit. Like everybody was hitting me up, like, "Oh, you got some of that oil? I need that. I need that." Like even my child's father was like, "Yo, I need a case of that. I'm about to flip it for you." I'm like, "No, no, no, no." So I made the Yum Yum, and then once I realized that that was successful, then I started to make the peach, and then the peach it consists of 2 scents, and then from there I started to build. But that took time. I did not realize how expensive it is to run a skincare business. So running a skincare business is not cheap, because you have to pay for your materials, you have to pay for hold on y'all. Hey, Legend. Can't open the door, lady. Hey. Bye, bye, y'all. Have a great day. You too. You put your seatbelt on, please. Hey. Hey. How was your day? Good. What you do today? Mateo was mad at me. He was mad at you again? Yeah. What you do? Well, I see Henry. Yeah, I see Henry, but what did you do to Mateo? He's trying to be nice. He was trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was trying to be nice to you, and what were you doing?
I was trying to ask a question.
You had to ask a question?
No, I was trying to ask a secret.
You was trying to tell him a secret?
Yeah.
And then what?
And then first I say, I have a secret. I got a channel fridge.
You told him you got a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
And he got mad at you?
Mm, no.
So what you said? You said he was mad at you. What was he mad at you for?
Because I told, because he was not mad.
He's not mad?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Legend, because this story done went two different ways. But you had a good day?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you had a good day. I didn't get a chance. Did y'all take pictures today?
Yeah.
Did your vote? Y'all voted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, did you get your ice cream?
I picked another.
You picked vanilla, but did vanilla win? You don't know?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm on live, okay?
Okay.
Your phone is right there if you want to watch something. Hopefully, we can get you a haircut tomorrow. Okay. So, yes. So yes, running a business is very expensive. So at the time I'm living with my mom and I don't have any expenses. My car is paid for at that time. My car is paid for and I didn't have to worry about paying rent or anything like that. So I had the cash flow to reinvest into my business. Hey Terrence, I had the cash flow to reinvest into my business. So with me doing that, I was buying like glass jars. So let me tell y'all something. When you run a business, you let go to my website www.growingwithlegend.com. When you look at my products, it looks like something you can go into Target and see on the shelf and pick it up and grab it and put it in your cart. That is the aesthetic I have been going for since the beginning. So with that being said, come on, girl. Come on. No problem, child. Cause her Honda Accord. I miss my Honda Accord. Wish I can go get that car right now. And I can, but I ain't got no money to get it fixed. I ain't got no money to get it fixed. I want my Honda right now. Child. But anyway, y'all. So yeah, so when you realize how much money it takes to run a business, that's why when you see people's price points, yeah, some people are greedy. Some people are definitely greedy, but not everyone is being greedy. When you have to deal with vendors and then you got to deal with vendors and then I had to get the glass jars shipped, so I'm shipping like 9-ounce jars. And then guess what? So you got glass jars. Guess what? The jars don't come with the lids. So you have to purchase the lids separate. Okay. So now I got glass jars. Now I got to get metal lid tops to go with that match the glass jars. Then I got Boston rounds cylinders for the oils. So now I gotta buy that, and the tops don't come with the applicators, don't come with that. So all of these things was playing a part. So after I done bought all my inventory, that's about $100+. Then you gotta add in shipping because I'm shipping glass. So you already know shipping is like up $60. So $200 for maybe 24 excuse me glass jars and maybe 120 glass cylinders for the oils. So that's about $200. Then I had to invest into a printer and a computer to print my labels. so that people can see the labels and they see the name of the product, and it tells you how to use the product, and it tells you the ingredients on the product. So then I have to go to Avery.com and get blank labels, and then I got to get ink for my computer to put the ink inside of the in the printer so that I can print colorful, beautiful labels. And then you got to get shrink wrap, so you got to get a shrink machine wrap so that the products can be sealed when the customer get their products. And then that's all on the outside of the products. Then I have to make the products, okay? Make the products. Making shea butter takes me, in the beginning, y'all, it would take me at least 8 hours from start to finish. It would take me that long because, for one, I was trying to make sure, I was new to this. I had to get comfortable with making sure my formula was the same each and every time. And then when I would make my shea butters, instead of me, I would make as much as I can with what I had. So that way, when people wanted to place their orders, I could just grab and go and put it in a box. I don't have to worry about creating every order from scratch. So with that being said, it would take me like half the day. Mind you, y'all, my son was born in 2019. So my baby is only probably a few months old. And even though he's just like maybe sitting, I'm still managing starting this skincare business. And I got him in the holster, holding him while I'm whipping shea butter in the kitchen and stuff like that. So it was stressful. It was stressful starting this business. It was not easy, and it cost me a lot of money. So then, y'all, I want to promote this business, and I want to promote this business, and I'm trying to get people to know more about it. I want to promote it online. So a friend of mine, so basic, okay, let me pause. I was doing really well with in-person sales. So people that I knew, people that I seen out, people that I communicated with, if they purchased a product from me, they came back. So anybody that purchases products from me, they come back to me. Even to this day. Nobody, like, my customer retention rate is really good. And at this time, I was just doing like in-person sales. So a friend of mine, he was like, look, I love your beard oil, I love your beard moisturizer, like, I love it. I'm gonna connect you with my homeboy. He does marketing, and he can set you up to get, promote your product and help you get it out there. So I'm like, oh, okay, sure, thank you. Y'all, why this dude think, first of all, this dude said it was gonna cost $500. Me, I'm like, okay, I work in market, I got a marketing degree, so I'm like, okay, that probably is really less than what I would pay if I went somewhere else. So I was like, okay, fine. Let's do that. So I went, this is before, I think at this time I had did my own logo. I did everything myself. Did I do that? No, I reached out. Oh, excuse me. I had reached out to a old friend of mine who helped me create my first podcast, which was called Open Convo Podcast. So I reached out to him and I was like, hey, I need a logo. So he created me a logo for GWL. And then my friend was like, hey, let me connect you with this marketing guy. He can help you promote your products. So I paid this man $500 and got nothing, nothing worth my money or my time. And he was one of those guys who felt like because he was pretty, he could get away with the things that he does. And I was so mad at him. I was like, I told my friend, I was like, your friend is trash. I was like, I wanted more marketing, more help, like really trying to push my product because, y'all, when I tell y'all, I was so serious about this business. I was serious. Like, I thought I was about to be a thousandaire off this business. Like, I thought I was about to, I thought I was gonna I thought this business was about to go woo. Like I thought I was about to be like, like about to hop off the porch with this skincare business. So when I tell y'all how serious I was about my business and this man scammed me for $500, I was pissed. I was mad. Now, mind you, y'all, all of this is in the past. I just got baptized this year, so y'all know Christ was not, I wasn't in my word. So yeah, the guy scammed me for $500. I was so mad. Luckily, the lady who did my taxes, because I have a business and I had, oh, boom. When I realized that this was gonna be a real business, guess what I did? I filed it as an LLC, limited liability company. All right. I got an LLC for your state. Go through your state and see how much it costs. I got an LLC. That's how serious I was. I went ahead and bought a domain. I got a domain. And then I went and got a tax ID number, IN number. Now, I haven't done anything with that IN number yet, but I got it. All right. I got it. So I went and I did all of like the paperwork, and and I was like, okay. So then when the dude scammed me, when the lady who does my taxes, she was like, oh, no worries, we gonna file that on your taxes, that's fine. And she said, and you wait till I see him, because I live in a small town and the dude was from my small town, but now he don't moved he went to DC. He moved to DC at this time, so he thought he was untouchable. Okay. So yeah, he did me dirty for $500. I said, you will never, but I said nobody would never play with me like that again. Never play with me like that again. So, um, so yeah, so he was like the first person to scam me. So then what I was saying to him, so you probably like, what, Elvira, what did you want? What I wanted was for him to make my labels. What I needed for him was to help me make promotional content by working with a photographer. I was going to send him all of my products and allow the photographer to take photos, and whatever the photographer was going to charge me for taking photos of. Oh my God, y'all. This rock just hit my doggone windshield. But praise the Lord, it did not crack. Um, so yeah, so I wanted the photographer to take pictures of my products, so that way I can have pictures online for my products. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to promote this business online, which I have seen it to be very difficult to do unless you have a lot of money, and you can invest in Google ads, and you can invest in, girl, you heard that rock. Yes, hit my window. Now, see, I said it didn't crack, and then next thing you know, it'd be mid-January, and now it's gonna spread. Y'all, I could just cry. It's like every time I be thinking I'm in the clear, honey. Anyway, y'all. So back to the topic. So I what was I saying, y'all? Oh, I wanted him to. Oh, I realized only way you can promote and have a successful skincare business online is investing in influencers. So someone that's going to be able to say like, hey, I brought from GWL and I love it, it smells like this and it does this. Someone who has a lot of followers, influencers, and those people be wanting a thou to, like, 3 grand to do that. So that was a no-go. And then you have to invest in Google ads through Instagram and Facebook. So with that, I'm like, I was investing, but not a lot of money, because once again, y'all, I get paid once a month. So I don't have a lot of I don't have constant cash flow every single day or bi-weekly where I can just be like, okay, I'm gonna invest in this much in ads. I'm gonna invest in this much in ads, because that's really what these companies are doing. These companies are investing in ads, and they're getting influencers to promote their products, or they're buying a slot on a podcaster's show or YouTuber show where they shout out their products, and then now you're getting orders. But your girl didn't have that type of money. Like, I still ain't got that type of money. I wish, you know, I was trying to send people the products for free. And the thing is that when you start a skincare business, everybody got a skincare business. Everybody and their grandma makes shea butter. Everybody and their grandma got body oils. So what's gonna set you apart? And the stigma around natural products is that they all smell the same. But catch this tea. That's where I try to set myself apart. I was gonna say, I said, you know what? This is where I set myself apart. We're gonna set ourselves apart with the packaging. We're doing glass packaging. And then now listen, y'all, now this is back then. Now we ain't doing glass today. So if you place an order today, you're gonna get some plastic, because your girl ain't got the money to order from the glass company that I use, the vendor that I use for the glass. We ain't got that type of coin right now. So we went on Amazon and we got the little jars for a little cheaper. We in a budget right now. But back then, this is what I was saying, okay? So I was like, this is how we're gonna set ourselves apart from all these other skincare products. For one, we're gonna make our products look like they belong in Target. When you look at GWL, yes. When you look at GWL, you're gonna be like, you know what? I can see this. Y'all, look at that. That is crazy how much I must be nervous. Oh Lord. When you look at GWL, you're gonna be like, oh, I could see this product in Target. So that's the first thing I did. I said, we're going to make this product look expensive, because once because one thing about it, everybody got a skincare business and they all look the same. It all look like you made that in your mama's kitchen. And I don't want my products to look like that. I don't want my products to look like I made them in my mama's kitchen, even though I did. So that's what I did. I started investing in packaging. So we did glass, we did the labels. If y'all go to www.growingwithlegend.com, you will see what I am talking about. I started there. Then I went to the fragrances. I was like, okay, so I don't want no I don't want my fragrances to smell like lemongrass, lang lang, jasmine, lemon. No. I want these products to smell like Bath and Body Works. I want them to smell like you just went and got your favorite fragrance from one of your favorite stores. And I say Bath and Body Works because we all can picture and smell Bath and Body Works. We all are familiar with Bath and Body Works, how their marketing is superb, how every year, when you go, everybody on this phone right now on this live can think of one Bath and Body Works product that they either like or don't like, but you know who Bath and Body Works is, right? So when I thought about scents for my products, I didn't want them to smell like natural backyard grass. I wanted them to smell like Bath and Body Works. So that's what I did. I started investing in fragrances that were not like the norm. So I started going. Like I told y'all, I created the Yum Yum serum, which has the pineapple, apple, and blueberries. Now, y'all, I'm telling y'all, that Yum Yum serum is that girl. Men and women can use that serum, but it smells really good. It is so subtle, but it smells so good. So then I went into creating fragrances that I felt like people would enjoy and it made them feel good. Next, after that, I want this product to scream luxury. The one thing about I realized with natural skin products, when people make them in their kitchen, is that it screams backyard again. Okay? I did not want that. I wanted to, when you put your hand in that butter, I wanted it to be smooth. I wanted it to be moist, and like when you rub it together, it goes into the oil format and then it just seeps into your skin and it stay there. Another thing, when I created these products, I knew that we live in the South. I live in the South. Now, when you put on smell goods, that's when them gnats and stuff be coming over here trying to see what's up. No, I put rose water in the products, and then I also put a little bit of tea tree to be more of a repellent towards the insects. Not, trust me, it's so little bit, it's so small the amount of tea tree that I put in there. You don't even know it's in there. However, it is effective, and that's where those were the things, the qualities that I wanted the product to represent. I wanted the product to truly represent those qualities, and I started pushing it and started selling it, and then I went into creating the website. So when I created the website, at first I was doing everything on my own, and then I throughout this time, a photographer reached out to me on Instagram and was like, "Hey, I seen your page." She was a black woman. Well, she is a black woman. And she was like, "Hey, I'm a photographer. I'm in Durham, and I see your products. I think they're great. You got a great setup. You have a great foundation. Let's go to the next level." Okay. But mind you, I'm traumatized because of $500 boy. Now, $500 boy done scammed me for $500. So everybody that I work with, I'm like, I got scammed for $500, and if you on that type of time, get away from me. So when she came over there, I was like that. I was like, okay, well, let me know what you're working with. What's gonna be the price point? What are we talking about? Where are we going? Like, what we doing, sis? And she was like, okay, this is what I got. So she sent me over what she was willing to do and her price point. So I said, okay, let's do this. Let me put you on a retainer, and every month I'll pay you 160, and you take these photos. You provide me like 10 to 20 photos for me to post throughout the month of these products so I can promote my products on Instagram. So if you go to my Instagram page right now, Growing with Legend, you are going to see what transpired. She really did an amazing job. She did. And if she didn't end things the way that she did, I probably would still be working with her. And the one thing about me, I never intend to burn bridges. I never go about my life like, oh, meh, meh, meh. I don't do that. I try to keep things cordial because you never know when you're going to have to go back to that person, friend, whatever, family member, whatever. So she really did help me elevate my business to the next level. I was so happy because the way she took the pictures, she captured the what I was going for. I wanted luxury. I wanted it to be regular skincare, like, because it is regular skincare, but I wanted it to be luxury. And she did that for me. And she elevated the business on a social media platform that I have to give her props for that. But let me tell y'all what happened. So, y'all know we didn't just fall into this economy being the way that it is. Y'all know it took years for us to get here where groceries are as high as they are. So when things started to increase, y'all, Shorty started acting a little weird. Now, mind you, she was working 100% in her business in photography. She quit her job and she was doing 100% photography. So initially, like the first few months, almost to a year, y'all, things were great between us. Things were going so good. And then she was like, she started she started getting real stingy with the product, like her producing the pictures. So I'm asking her, I'm like, okay, is everything, I would ask him like, okay, well, these aren't really given what has been given. And she was like, oh, well, she didn't say it like that. Let me stop being dramatic. She was like, oh, well, this is what you get for what you're paying. And I was like, well, girl, I haven't been getting this. So why now this is what you get for what you pay for? But before you wasn't giving me this. So if this is what I pay for, I should have been getting this. So I was like, okay. I said, well, what what I gotta do to get with what I got before? Oh, Shorty was talking about an extra like $200. I was like, so I said, so now she getting a little attitude with me. So now she's like, yeah, hold on, Legend.
Okay.
Y'all is laughing at me. So now she's like, okay, boom. So she's like, well, you've been getting this and it's really worth this. So I said to her, I said, well, whose fault is that? Since we want to use this and this, whose fault is that? That's not my fault, sweetie. That's your fault. You the one, you picked the price. You picked the price, not me. So you told me what your price is, and now that groceries and the economy and this was what Shorty did. Shorty went, she purchased a house with a boyfriend, and she purchased a house. It was so many changes taking place in her life, and I understand financially she needed to earn more money, but that's not how you go about it. You feel me? Like, if you needed more money, you should have just communicated that with me. You should have said to me, hey, we're going to have to go back to the drawing board about, your monthly fee, because like what I'm producing and what you're paying are not equivalent. I would have respected her more, and I would have been like, okay, well, let me see what I can work with, and I could probably work with her. But that's not how the conversation went. The conversation went like there wasn't one, until I asked about why am I getting low quality content, and she was like, oh, because that's what you pay for. And I'm like, well, I've been paying the same price, and I've been getting way better content. And she was like, oh, well, I can't do that for you no more. I was being nice. That's what it was. Oh, that's what it was. She was being nice. I was like, you was being nice. So you robbing yourself to be nice to me. You don't even know me. And now it's my fault because you wanted to be nice. Now I gotta suffer because you realize you can't be nice no more. Well, why don't you, like, that made no sense to me. That was like, that made no sense to me. So I said, you know what, girl? I said, don't worry about it. Just pack up everything I sent to you and put it in the UPS. UPS. So it took her like 2 months to do that. I was going to tell homegirl, girl, just keep the products at this point, because she had one of everything. But, that's how the fallout happened. But I really did enjoy her work. But I understand that she was stressed out. She had a lot going on in her life. And maybe she just did not know how to communicate. Hey, girl, I'm broke. I need money. And she might have not been broke, but I'm just saying, I'm just being dramatic. But, she could have communicated to me like, hey, girl, I'm going to need your help a little bit more. I'm going to need you to help me more. And I would have been okay with that. Like, I would have been like, okay, well, girl, let's see what we can do. I told y'all I didn't have any bills. I told y'all at this time I didn't have any bills, so it wasn't like anything was stopping me from investing in this business. So y'all, honestly, that's when the business really took a downfall, because it was becoming expensive to keep up with this business that was not making any money. And when I say not making any money, I was probably making like $300 a month, and that was like in cash. And then to keep the website up is about $39 a month. And then if I ship, then I gotta worry about shipping fees. So the shipping fees doesn't come don't come out until the end of the month when the monthly payment is due through Shopify. So I was still getting orders. Like, still to this day, y'all, I get a random order out of nowhere. Somebody who done purchased from me done came back and got and re up, like getting some more product. So that's how I know, like, okay, Elvira, you got something good. But if you could just invest in yourself and put the business out there and continue to talk about it and network with it. And this was another thing. When I started my business, listen, y'all, it's funny because Nicole just asked this question. So, Nicole, this is not about you, but I am going to say this because I'm going to be honest. When I started my business, it was people asking me for samples. And I had to say no, because when you go to Walmart, you don't get samples. When you go to Amazon, you don't get samples. When you go to well, you go to Sam's Club, you might get you a little sample. But when you go to these other major companies, you don't get samples. And they have the money to give you samples. They have the manufacturer, like, people behind the scenes to create a surplus of product to provide samples, and they don't. So why is it that I'm a small company and I'm going to spend my money on samples? And then think about this: to have samples, you need sample packaging. So now you got to buy a small container to put a little bit of shea butter, and then you got to wear it. See, and people kept asking me, like, oh, well, you don't got no samples. Oh, you need to hand out samples. You need to give people samples. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Either you gonna buy it or you not. But what I will say is that I started doing pop-up shops. So when I started doing pop-up shops and, like, getting me a table and setting my products on the table, and then I would have a jar that's already open, and then I had a wooden spoon, and I had multiple wooden spoons, and I'd be like, oh, here you go. And they could take the spoon and they could scoop out and they could fill the product. They could do that. But for people who would be like, seeing me at work or whatever, they'd be like, oh, can you bring me a sample? No, girl, I can't, because samples cost money too, and I don't have free product. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was so expensive. It is so expensive. Yes, that's what I had. Testers. Thank you, Jamila. I had testers on the table for people to try out. But if you just when I was promoting my business and giving people my giving people my product, or giving people my business cards, and they be like, oh, bring me a sample. No, I can't afford to bring you a sample because it costs money. Samples cost money. And that's where, because I tried, and that's where I get in trouble for being a people pleaser. Trying to say, what, Legend? I don't have bubble gum in my purse, and that's not how you ask for bubble gum. I have bubble gum is in the house. So that was me being a people pleaser. Here I go. Okay, yeah, I'll make samples. And then I went and spent money on 2-ounce jars, because, mind you, I want to fit an aesthetic. And then how about this? The people that I gave the samples to never brought anything. So now I'm like, so you just asked for a sample and then you never brought anything. And then will come to me and be like, oh, yeah, I used it. And turn up that list, be like, And I'm like, okay, girl, well, I guess it wasn't for you. Oh, I didn't like that scent. I didn't like that scent. Da 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 da. And I was like, well, girl, get away from me. Just like Jamila say, support or get out my face. I was so annoyed. So that was one of my things I had to realize, like, Elvira, You can't be a people pleaser and run a business. Either people are going to support your business or they're not. So you need to set your price. That was another thing, setting the price. So my friend let me know, this is how you set your price. How much do you pay for everything involved into making this product? The jar, the lid, the ingredients, the marketing, the labor that you do to make this product, the ingredients as far as to make the butters. How many ingredients do you have in this one product? Okay, what is the cost of this product? um what is the cost of this product? How much does it cost you to make this product? Then once you get that cost, then you look into, now I don't want to just break even, I want to profit. Okay. So now if I want to profit, I need to position this product into a place where I'm actually gaining money and I'm not just breaking even. And that is one thing I had to understand. By, it sounds cute to own a business, but when you really look at the logistics and how much it costs, at the time, I'm like, yeah, I live in my mom's house, so I don't have to work. I'm not paying a water bill and a light bill and using my stove to melt the butters down into an oil. But now that I have my apartment, even all of that, the overhead cost is matters. And exactly, non-business owners don't get that. Don't get that. Don't get it. It's not personal. It's don't get it. It's not personal. Yeah, yeah. They don't. And it's not like somebody is trying to. And that's another thing, child, because I've been doing this. GWL, like I said, was established in 2020. We about to go into 2025. So I realized, like, sometimes people can see you doing good. Now, the one thing I could say is that when I went to South Carolina and I brought my products with me, when I tell you, my family was like, give me that hair oil, give me that hair oil, give me that hair oil. They was buying that hair oil up like it was nobody's business. And really what it was is just like a moisturizer and a strengthener, and it was thickening their hair. And but in that moment when people were supporting me, I saw people off to the side, like turning their nose up to me. And it didn't bother me because I was like, child, please. But in the moment, I'm just like, oh, okay, like that comes with it. So running this business has been a lot of ups and downs, and I wanted to come on and share this story because I know I just posted the video for Wellness Wednesday, and I was speaking on beauty and us taking care of ourselves. And just because I don't wear makeup doesn't mean that I stop taking care of my skin and stop worrying about, like, stop caring for my body and taking care of my skincare. And that's why I bridged the gap between GWL, because I've been having this business since, like I said, 2020, and I haven't felt motivated to promote the product because I feel like, you know, I mean, it's just so expensive. It's just so expensive to run this business, but I love it and people love it. And y'all, I got inventory in the house right now. I got inventory in the house right now that is just sitting there. And it's like, girl, you are silly. Like, you got this product and you not telling nobody about it. You not talking about it. You not posting about it anymore. Like, get out of your slumber and get back to talking about your business. So I wanted to share this because if you are inspired by this story, child, I don't know if it inspired you or not. You probably like, I don't want to run a business because Elvira's saying that it take all of that. And it's like, yeah, it do. But you gotta love what you do. And I actually like making YouTube content more than I like making GWL products, because GWL products are draining. making shea butter, standing on your feet for half your day. You know, you got to melt the butter down. Then I got to add in all of my ingredients that needs to be melted down. Then I got to freeze it to bring it back to a solid. That freezing process can take an hour to 2 hours. Now, the oils, I love to make the oils because they're easy. The body scrubs, love to make the body scrubs because they're easy. But the body butters, I don't like them so much. I don't. But I do enjoy what I do. And I could tell that people really do love what I do as well, because so many people tell me, even the men. This one girl, she used to buy her husband his shea butter, and when he run low, she was like, girl, my husband a trip. She was like, when he running low on his shea butter, he'll leave a jar out on the dresser so she could see it. Like, all right now, lady, I need my butter. And she'll go order him. And the thing about it is that people will be buying like 1 to 2 jars at a time, just so that when they on like their last jar, that's when they'll message me or go through the website and purchase. And that was another thing. But yes, Jamila, I am doing a Black Friday sale, and I needed work on my marketing for that Black Friday sale now. So thank you, girl, because I needed that. Another thing, people thought because they knew me, they didn't have to use my website. Oh, I'ma just message you. I'ma just send it through Cash App. No, you not. You gonna go to the website and you gonna purchase it through the website, because I gotta pay taxes. And you don't need to be out here making purchase, sending me stuff through Cash App, and then now I'm in trouble with the IRS because you want to be lazy. No. So that was another thing. People thought I was, just because um yes, what is the site for? Thank you, Jamila. So Jamila owns a salon. She is in the hair care business. Jamila owns a salon, and Jamila also has a YouTube channel, y'all. So check out her YouTube channel. But she can relate to everything that I am saying because she is a business owner. So yes, y'all. So, and I gotta go because I gotta go back to work. But yes, so people would be like, oh, I need another jar of peach silk, or I need another jar of peach. That's what they say. I need another jar of peach. I need another jar of yum yum. Okay, go to the website. And then they be like, oh, well, I was just going to cash app you. Why? Why you just going to cash at me? I've never said that. I've never said that. I never said that. So I'm like, well, why you want to cash at me for? So that was another thing. Like, and then people try to make it seem like I was being difficult because I would always direct them to the website. And I had to make a status about this. Like, listen, sending me money through Cash App is not how I run my business. You might can do that with other people, but that's not how I run my business. And then this one lady was like, well, you may not have people wanting to support you because you making it difficult. No, I'm not. It ain't difficult when you go to Amazon. It's not difficult when you go to Nike.com. It ain't difficult when you go to Foot Locker. It ain't difficult when you go to any other place. When you go to Walmart, that's not difficult. So why all of a sudden now, when it's a small business owner, I'm making it difficult? No, I'm not. Y'all lazy. And y'all think because you know me, you could just hit me up in the DM and be like, yeah, like I'm basically like, oh, let's just go ahead and get this money from her, or because I'm giving her my money, she gonna take it the way I give it to her. No, you don't do that for these other companies, and these other companies can afford that, but I can't. I can't afford to get in trouble with the IRS, ma'am, because I don't know what I'm a girl. Please. So that was another thing. Like, that was another hurdle. But I think I talked about a lot of the hurdles. But I think any entrepreneur, we love our business, but we will have more challenges and hurdle stories than the good parts. Like, yeah, there are great parts when people give you great reviews, when people tell you how much they love your products, and when you make the products and you look at all that what you've done, or when people send you results pictures. Like, people would say, girl, look at my patch on my hand, and then since I've been using your products, look at it now. When I would get those type, yes, that is motivating. Spending time and making my products, yeah, I really do enjoy that. But running a business is a lot of work. So I shared the story of GWL to kind of give y'all a backstory and kind of give y'all some, like, a insider on the business itself, why I created it, how things have been since I've created it, and where I'm at with it now. So, my goal is to start reinvesting into this business and making it, continue making it a household name, tying it into EFP media as much as I can to kind of just get it out there. And yeah, that's it. So I want to go through, because I think there were a couple of things in the chat that I wanted to answer, but I was driving. So shout out to Tanya Bond, thank you for being here. Nicole Martin, thank you for being here. D Nicole, thank you for being here. Um, Nicole said, I wish you will tell me where you get your clothing, because I really love the way you dress. Everything be beautiful. I'm happy, and it's hard for me to find clothes that fit decently for me. So, sister, I got this top from Shein, and then this skirt I got from a store locally. It was like one of those old department stores back in my hometown. And I got this skirt like 3 years ago. But to be honest, a lot of my clothes comes from like fast fashion, like Shein. I wouldn't say Tumu. I just started, using Tumu, so I got my workout skirts from Tumu, but nothing else than that. So Shein has been like a really heavy hitter in my wardrobe, and then also a couple pieces here and there. But what I had to learn is that I had to learn my body type. So understanding my body type. So I understand that I'm tall. I have a very proportioned body, but I am tall. So certain things I had to kind of just figure out along the way. But yeah, so I shop on Shein, and that you said, since my son had eczema, and I used Vanny cream soap for 2 years with calamine lotion, and it worked for him at the age of newborn to 2 years old. Yes. Now, I have heard great things about calamine lotion. I did not use calamine lotion with my son, but I've heard great things. I've had to use calamine lotion for myself, but with my son, giving him like an oatmeal bath and things like that helped him a whole lot too. But thank you for sharing that. And you was like, I'm old school. Yes. Hey, Terrence. Welcome, Terrence, brother Terrence. You said, oh man, I haven't heard calamine lotion since a youngster, Nicole. We used to use that for Seegers and chicken pox. Yes, yes, that's when I had to use it for chicken pox. Exactly. All right, you said a thousandaire. I said yes. I thought it was gonna be a thousandaire, Terrence. Don't be picking. Okay, y'all talking to each other. Yeah. So Sister Nicole has an LLC cleaning business. Yeah, that's a great business to have for sure. Um, so Terrence said, "Oh yeah, I hope it doesn't, Terrence. But I ain't gonna hold you. This windshield by um Mercedes, I'm telling you, like, I already have a crack in my windshield. And this crack in my windshield happened maybe a couple months after I got the car. And it was humbling because I was like, really, I just got this car and I just got a crack in my windshield. And it's been a year. And on the outside, it's smooth. And on the inside, it's smooth. So I don't know I don't know how to explain it. Hey, Sister Tori Lynn, welcome. Nicole said, I'm still in the background. Yes. Okay, so you heard me, sis. I'm like, listen, sis, I know you mentioned samples, but I'm coming for you. I won't talk about you, sis. I was talking about the people from back when, not you. Okay. But yes. Oh, greetings, brother TNT. Um, blessings, sister Khadijah, girl. Oh, she's hippie. Okay, okay. Yes. Always good to see your face too, sister. You was live earlier, and I was trying to listen, but girl, I be in the office. People have just been worrying me. But yes, okay. So with that, um, if she can email me, I can show her like different body types and like what would work for her body type. You know. But yes, sis, I love you too. I was like, wait a minute, let me do this disclaimer because I don't want my sis to be like, no, she not coming from me. Nah, not you, sis, not you. And as you can see, sis, Jamila is in the chat and she's confirming what I said too. Um, it's the name. It's Ever Faithful Podcast at gmail.com. Yes, y'all. But all right, y'all nephew is in the back seat. He's whining, and I have to go in the house. I might see y'all later on the other platforms if it's live. If not, then I'll see y'all on Friday. Friday, we are having our Faith Friday live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The topic of for Friday is going to be how to overcome loneliness with God and with God's love. And that should be a really good topic. I would love for you all to pull up and just speak on that topic from your perspective. And that's it, y'all. I ain't got no more. So y'all let me know how y'all feel. If you have any questions about GWL or the products, just email me at everfaithfulpodcast at gmail.com, or you can email the company's email at growingwithlegend at gmail.com. I love you all. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and bye. And please be safe out here because the world is tripping. Bye.